सदाशिव समारंभां शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां तपोभिः क्षीणपापानां शान्तानां वीतरागिणां मुमुक्षूणाम् अपेक्षोऽयम् आत्मबोधो विधीयते. Having talked about Mananam, that's where we stopped. And then the Sloka 34 was about Guru Anugraha Rupena Shishya Bhavana Prakara. So 34, 35 and 36 talk about what the Shishya goes through. What is the process? This is his feeling. It's not the Mananam where he is contemplating, but he is past that, and now with the Guru Anugraha, there are times when he actually feels this. It is an experience that he goes through. Nirgunaha, Nishkriyaha, Nityaha, Nirvikalpaha, Niranjanaha, Nirvikaraha, Nirakaraha, Nityamuktaha, Asmi, Nirmalaha. This is the Jiva part. So the Jiva is Nirguna, that is the actual Swarupam of Jiva is Atmaswarupa, and that Atmaswarupa is Nirguna, Nishkriya, Nitya, Nirvikalpa, etc. So we saw each one of those in detail. The next is Aham Akashavat Sarvam Bahir Antargataha Achyutaha Sada Sarva Samassiddhaha Nissango Nirmalo Achalaha. Now here he moves beyond the body and says, he has already gone beyond the Stula and Sukshma Shariram, and the Atma Swarupa and Brahma Swarupam are now equal here. That is the format of experience here. Further he says, Aham Akashavat. Aham here refers to the Atma, the single Atma Swarupa. Neither is it Jivasya Atma nor is it Ishwarasya Atma. Pratyag Abhinnam Brahma, that which is non-different from Pratyak Atma. Pratyak Atma here is the Jiva Atma. So the Brahman which is not different from the true nature of Jiva is represented by the word Aham in the Shloka. So Aham Akashavat, I am like the Akasha, like the sky. Sarvam Bahihi Antargataha Achyutaha. Sarvam Avyaktadi Sthulantam Samashti Vyashtyatmakam Jagat Samastam Bahihi Antargataha Cha. Just as how the Akasha, the sky, is pervading everything that is both inside and outside. Whether you look at it in the format of each one of the living being or the entire world or outside of the world, this Akasha seems to pervade everywhere. In that way, this Atma is also pervading everywhere like Akasha. So Bahihi, it is present outside. Antargataha, it is also inside. So Achyutaha, it is Achyutaha. We'll go to the next one. He gives a Shruti Vakyam in support for each and every section in this shloka. So Antarbahischa tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha ityadi shrutehe. So Akashavat sarvagataha. This Atma is present everywhere like Akasha. And the Shruti Vakyam he gives in support is Antarbahischa tat sarvam. This is present in Narayana Suktam, but it is also there in Mahanarayana Upanishad in the 12th Anuvaka. Yaccha kinchit jagatyasyam asmin drishyate shruyate piva antarbahischa tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. This is the full text. Whatever that is present in the world, yaccha kinchit jagati asmin drishyate, whatever that is seen in this world as a padartha, as an object, or shruyate, anything that is heard, because drishyate has to have a rupam. If it doesn't have a rupam, you hear about it. Something you can hear in long distance also. Whatever you hear or see in this world, everything is antaha bahihi cha tat sarvam vyapya narayanaha sthitaha. Narayana is present in, Narayana here is not only Ishvara Swarupa, but we are talking about Brahma Swarupa here. So Narayana paro abhyaktat andam abhyakta sambhavam iti, that is the Mangala Shloka for Bhagavad Gita Bhashyam, Śaṅkarāchārya has written. There he gives the Vyutpatti for Narayana as Parabrahma. So Narayana here refers to the ultimate reality, Brahma. So Narayana pervades everything, whether it is inside or outside, just as Akasha pervades everything. So that you are thinking that this Brahman pervades everything like Akasha. So aham Akashavat sarvam bahihi antargataha cha. That is one. Next, because of that Achyutaha, Atayeva Achyutaha, Chuti Rahitaha, he can, the Atma Swarupa does not change from its state. There is no, it is a changeless entity. So Achyuta here is, it does not slip away from its original form. We were born in one form. We all keep transforming every day. So there is always a change in the form that we are present today, right? We are talking about the shariram or any object that is there in the world. Even plastic, which is supposed to stay for 2 million years, after 2 million years, there will be a change for that plastic also, right? But Atma Swarupa cannot have any chuti. There is no nasha. There is no change for it. So avinashi nityaha iti Shrutehe. I'm not sure where this is from. This text is from. Many places, probably, I don't know. Or it is Nityaha Avinashi Ityapi Vartate. So I'm not sure. Sada Sarva Samaha Siddhaha Nissangaha Nirmalaha Achalaha. This is the second section. Sada, always, Kalatraye Api, Sarva Samaha, Sarvatra Nyuna Adhika Bhava Varjitaha. At all times, there is no, nothing increases in the Atma Swarupa, nor does anything decrease from the Atma Swarupa. So in a way, there is no change to it. Again, it does not have the vikaras, the transformations that are there for a body. Those transformations are not present in the Atma. So it is Sarva Samaha, Sada in all three times. Three kalam. Vartamana Kala, Bhavishyat Kala, and Bhuta Kalam. In all three times, it is equal. There is no change to it. Nirdosham, Nissangaha, Nirmalaha, Achalaha. Here, what does he say? Sarva Samaha, Nirdosham hi samam brahma. Okay, this is another, it is not Shruti Vakyam, iti Bhagavad Vachanat. So it is from Gita. Nirdosham hi samam brahma. This is 519. Ihaiva tair jitas sargaha yesham samye sthitam manaha nirdosham hi samam brahma tasmad brahmani te sthitaha. Brahma is nirdosham. Brahman does not have any doshas. Dosha varjitam vartate. Because nirgunatvat, chaitanyasya nirgunatvat, because chaitanyam does not have any of the sattva, rajas and tamas. The dosham happens only because of the association with these three gunas. Hence, here it is nirdosham, samam. Samam brahma, here samatvam refers to at any stage it is equal. It is the same in everything. So, Nirdosham Samam Brahma is the Shruti Vakya Pramanam for Sarvada, Sada, Sarva Samaha. Siddhaha, it is a Siddha Vastu. Siddha Vastu is Sadrupatvat, Kalatraye api Praptaha. Siddha Vastu is something that is constantly present. It doesn't go play hide and seek. So, it is ever present, Siddha Vastu, which means at all three times, if you want, you can attain it. In somewhere in Shankara Bhashyam, he would say, Na kaschit, na kasyachit, nahamasmiti pratitihi. At no point can anybody say, I do not exist. That presence is ever always felt by someone. So that Atma is Siddhaha, Sadrupatvat. It is ever present. Nissangaha, Ahankaradibihi Sambandharahitaha. There is no Sangha because there is no Sambandha, there is no connection with this Ahankara, with Manas or Chittam or any of the Vikaras of Maya. So it is Nissangaha, it has no attachment. Asango Pyayam Purushaha illa. Asango Hyayam Purushaha. Yeah. Not Asango Pyayam Purushaha. This is, I think, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Bhavatyasango Hyayam Purushaha. Ityevam etad Yajnavalkyaha soham bhagavate sahasram dadami uta urdhvam vimokshaya eva bruhi. So this is from 4.3.15. Just for you to make a note if you want. Asango hyayam purushaha. So purushaha here is Brahman and Brahman is Asangaha. This is a reference from the Shruti, which is Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Nirmalaha. Gunatitatvat parishuddhaha. Nirmala, it does not associate with malam. In Shaiva Siddhanta, we have three types of malam. One is ahankara, the other is anava malam. So ahankara, the other is maya malam, third is karma malam. There are three types of mala, impurities. One is the thought of I, ahamkara, the arrogance that we have, right? So aham. So when does aham come in? Only when that atma connects with the body and the sukshma sharira. So maya malam and karma malam. Maya malam is janma, whatever we are, we have that. And karma is the actions that we do and the attitude with which we do the actions, because of which bondage occurs. So these are the three impurities. Atma Swarupa does not have any of these impurities, so it is nirmalaha. Here we say in Advaita Vedānta, we say it is beyond maya, so it is untouched by the three gunas of the maya. So gunatitatvat parishuddhaha. And the Shruti Vakyam that he gives here is Shuddham Apapavidham iti Shrutehe. 1 minute, I'll look at my references. I think it is from Ishavasya Upanishad. Yeah, it is from Ishavasya Upanishad. 8, verse 8. Saparyagat Shukram Akayam Avranam Snaviram Shuddham Apapavidham. Apapavidham. Shuddham, the same, nirmalaha, without any association with gunas. Apapa vidham. So that is where our karma malam doesn't come in. No? Papam, it is not connected. Vidha here means not struck by evil, not struck by papam. So it is not attached to papam at all. Because when doing the actions, if the Atma never connects itself with the action, because it is not a karta. Hence, the phalam from the actions do not come and attach to the karta. So it is apapa viddham. Achalaha, purnatvat chalana rahitaha. Empty vessels make most noise. Huh? So because he is full, purnatvat, achalaha. There is no movement there and there is no noise there. So chalana rahitaha brahma aham iti. Nitya nirmalaha achalaha avlada. Yes. So nitya sarvagatastanuhu achaloyam sanatanaha. This is from Gita. Idu achedyoyam adahyoyam akledyoshoshe vacha nitya sarvagatastanu rachaloyam sanatanaha. 224. This is also from Gita. Iti bhagavad vachanat. So nityaha, he is ever present. Sarvagataha, he is present everywhere, or he pervades everything. Nitya is kala, trikala abhadyatvam. It is not, it cannot be negated in all three times. So nitya, eternal. Sarvagataha, sarvavyaptaha. Let me finish this. Sthanuhu. Sthanu is again achyuta. Achala. So that sthanu and achala are the 2 points that we need as pramanam for this word achala. Okay. Yes. Your question.
No, one, not a question, but one other observation. It reminds me, previous shloka and this shloka also reminds me of Nirvana Shatakam, last verse. Aham nirvikalpo nirakara Vibhuhu vyapcha sarvatra sarvendriyanam nacha sangatam naiva muktirnameha chitanandarupa
shivoham shivoham. So yes, of course.
One other thing that crossed my mind was when he is saying aham akashavat sarvam, it's not even the sky, right? It could also be the space here.
Ether madri solral.
Yeah, ether, and not only even in this material world, the space between two objects don't change. This like,
yes, that is what he means by akasha, not the specific sky that we say. It is the space.
Any space.
Sir always has this example that he says, there are 3 spaces here, but 4 objects. As soon as I remove these 4 fingers, where is the space? It has become one with everything. So it has been divided and then it has become one with the entire space.
Gata Akasha,
Mata Akasha, Mahadakasha. So Akashavat is also just an example to show, because from our perspective, we can understand that space exists everywhere. Right. Otherwise, we don't need that example, because we always want to look at it from our perspective and try to understand it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. One other question. This is a question. Here, there are 3 references from an identity perspective. One is aham, wherever there is an aham that's running everywhere as a thread, and we also speak about Atma, and we speak about Brahman. We say that Brahman and Atma is one and the same.
Yes.
But somebody was asking me this question, and I kind of made me think. Leave aham from a Jivatma perspective. That's where the dualism comes into play. Let's kind of set that aside and say that ego has been completely destroyed. Okay, cannot be destroyed. Okay, removed. Let's call it removed.
Fine.
Now we are left with Atma Swarupam, Atma, and then the Brahma Swarupam, Brahman. Now, there is no difference between the 2.
Yes.
But why are we using 2 different terminologies?
Because we are still in this realm of having to use that terminology to make things understand. Illana Mauna Vyakya Prakatita Parabrahmatattvam Yuvanam. Quite arandurlame. We are still trying to figure out where what.
No, they were trying to associate it from a microcosm to macrocosm level.
Fine. You need it as long as you are talking about Samashti and Vyashti. You need an Atman and a Brahman. The moment you remove Samashti, Vyashti, the nomenclature or Upadhi is completely gone, and then you have only Atma or Brahman. You can give whatever name you want.
Whatever name you want to give. Okay.
It doesn't matter. I can say Atman, I can say Brahman. It doesn't matter. It means the same, one and the same.
So even those terminologies would apply only when the dualism continues to exist.
Exactly. Absolutely. So it is only when you go beyond this, even Nama Rupa is absent. Until then, we have to do Vyavaharam. In the Vyavahara realm, we need Nama Rupa. Samgya Venume. Okay. So aham akashavat sarvam bahirantargataha achyutaha sada sarvasamassiddhaha nissangaha nirmalo achalaha. This is the third reflection, third shloka in the reflection. We saw 35 and then 34, then 35. Now 36th is also part of that. So kim bahuna satyam jnanam anantam brahma nityam vijnanam anandam brahma ityadi shruti prasiddham nitya shuddha buddha mukta swabhavam yat parabrahmam tadeva aham. So if you note the avatarika in the first one, it is just a bhavana that he says, Shishya bhavana. So the first is he realizes what is the true nature of this aham, of the true nature of the jiva. That he realizes in 34, similar to tat tvam asi. That's all. So the first note is about the tatpada. The next one is Brahman, let's say, on a samashti level. Okay, so aham, but akashavat, you realize that there is, I am actually non-different from Brahman, which is also present everywhere. Sarvagataha, bahihi, antaha cha, vyapya stitaha, all of that were brought in the 35th shloka. Now this 36th gives you that yat parabrahmam tadeva aham, that samanadhikaranyam comes in here. Or the non-duality, of contemplation comes in here. So Nitya Shuddha Vimukta Ekam Akhanda Anandam Advayam Satyam Jnanam Anantam Yat Parabrahma Ahameva Tat. So the Mahavakyam is covered in this shloka. From 1, 2, and 3, in the third shloka, he brings in that Asi part. So Nitya Shuddham. Nitya Shuddham here is Kalatraye api Ajnana Tatkarya Mala Sambandha Rahitatvad Ativa Nirmala. I'm trying to figure out the words here also. Ativa Nirmala. Okay, so Kalatraye api. Nitya Shuddham means one that which is without any sambandha of Maya, without any connection with Maya, in all three times, past, present, and future. So Kalatraye api Ajnana, ignorance, which is Maya, Tatkarya, anything that is connected with Maya, that is creation, Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, all of those. Tatkarya Mala, this is the impurity. Connection with that impurity is not present. So, Ativa Nirmalam. So, it is ever pure. Nitya Shuddham. Vimuktam. It is also Muktam. Sarva Prarabdhadi Nirmuktam Asti. What is it that binds us to this Janma and to the world? Karma. Karma binds us to this world. That is the bondage. But there is no karma to Brahman. So Visheshena, Vimukta, here he gives an etymological derivation and says Visheshena Mukta. So Visheshena here would mean including Prarabdha cannot come and attach itself to Brahman. So it is completely liberated from Prarabdha karma also, which is Videha Mukti Swarupam Ityarthaha. Only, so this Videha Mukti Swarupa does not actually can be experienced in this body also. It is not death. So it is not death, but just that your Prarabdha karma is also over, but you are moving, but you are not attached to that Prarabdha karma. You're completely, you have severed your connection from that also, and that is why it is called Videha Mukti, which is Brahman here. Ekam Sajatiya Vijatiya Swagata Beda Rahitatvam. So Ekam, Nitya Shuddham, Vimuktam, and Ekam. It is only one entity. One entity is explained as Sajatiya Bheda Rahita, Vijatiya Bheda Rahitam, Swagata Bheda Rahitam. Differences can occur in the form of the three differences. One is Sajatiya. There are 5 cows. One cow is different from another cow. So there are 5 Brahmans. One Brahman is different from the other Brahman. Tatha nasti. So there is no Sajatiya Bheda. You cannot show a difference based on the genus that it belongs to. Vijatiya Bheda. A cow is different from a mouse. So there are 2 species exist, whereas Brahman here, there are no 2 species, only 1 species is there. So Vijatiya Bheda Rahitam. Swagata Bheda Rahitam. Within the cow itself, oh, this is the cow's head, this is the cow's tail, this is the leg. You have differences within that individual also. In that manner, I cannot show any parts for Brahman. The Brahman cannot be put in a biology record and shown. This is the petal, this is the stalk, etc., etc. So no parts. Ekam Sajatiya Vijatiya Swagata Bheda Rahitam. Now, so that is one word here. Nitya Shuddha Vimukta Ekam. So Nitya Shuddham Vimuktam cha Ekam cha yat vartate tat Nitya Shuddha Vimukta Ekam. The next word, Akhandanandam Advayam. Akhandanandam. Because it is only one, there is no Bheda, there is no differences within it or outside of it, and it is the only single entity that is present. It is full. Akhanda. It is a partless bliss. Anandam. It is of the form of Purnanandam. You look at a mirror and you look at your reflection, you will understand. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnam Udachyate. So when you look at a mirror, you look at your reflection, you think for argument's sake or for example's sake, this body is Purnam. The one that the reflection is also Purnam. Where is that come from? This come from this body. So Purnam Adaha, this is also Purnam. The one in the mirror is also full. No difference between this and that, right? Purnat Purnam Udachyate. This has come from this Purnam only. Purnasya Puda, just because that reflection has gone into the mirror, has there been any difference in me? No, I still am Purnam. இது வந்து Ramana Maharshi would describe it in a very nice manner. Ruchikarama. He would say, we have this Kolkata Purnam. You make modak, அதுக்குள்ள பூர்ணம் இருக்கா? So, எனக்கு ஒரு பூர்ணம் கொடு. You take one பூர்ணம். Each one will take one piece from that பூர்ணம். The whole பூர்ணம் is only பூர்ணம். You still call it பூர்ணம் because அதுக்கு சம்யா பூர்ணம் தானே இருந்தார். ரொம்ப அழகா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுவார் அது. So, அகண்டானந்தம் is Purnanandam. Advayam. Advayam Svaitara Vastu Shunyam. Idamapi Atmanaha Purnanandatve Karanam. Advayam also means there is no other Vastu present. Ekam is the same as Advayam. If you say just Advaya, there are no two things, is what you will understand, which can also lead to Shunyam. But that's why you will have to specify Ekam also. It is Ekam because it does not have a second Vastu. Na Advayavadi Vinayakaha iti Amare Vartate. If you look at Amarakosha, there is a Padam Advayavadi Vinayakaha. Advayavadi is a person, is Buddhist. Why? Because Na Vidyate Dvayam. There are no two objects, which means there is only Shunyam. That is their theory. Whereas when you do Nirvachanam for Advaitam, you say Na Vidyate Dvaitam Yatra. You talk of an Adhishtanam which is Brahman. There is no duality in the Adhishtana. That is Advaita that we are studying now. So Atra Punaruktihi na Shankaniya. You should not think that Ekam and Advayam are the same. This is a Karanam for Purnanandam. Why is it Purnam? Because there is no second Vastu which we need to satisfy. You find satisfaction within oneself. You don't need a device to give you satisfaction here, right? Because there is no other device existing here. That is why it can be satisfied within itself. So, Satyam. The second line, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Yat Parabrahma Ahameva Tat. Satyam Kalatraye Api Nasharahitam. So Satchet na Badhyeta, Asatchet na Pratiyeta. So anything that is Satyavastu, it can never be negated. So it is the Paramartha Satyam. If it is Asat, then it will be it will not even be seen. This is a terminology, this is a definition that we use for Maya or Anirvachaniyatvam. Why do we say, does Maya exist? No, it does not exist because it should not get negated. In a Jivan Mukta state, it does get negated. Is Maya completely false? If it is completely false, like the horn of a rabbit, it should not be shown at all. It should not, so na pratiyeta. It will not be seen by everybody. So that is why he translates this Satyam as Nasharahitam, that which cannot be destroyed at all, that which is present in all three times. Jnanam because it itara prakasha anapeksham. It does not need, knowledge does not need another knowledge to show that this is knowledge. Like I told you, Deepavat, Munadi, he gave that example also. Just like the lamp, we need a lamp to show us all of the objects in the world. But we don't need another lamp to show where the lamp is. The same way, Atma Swarupa does not need something else to show that this is Atma Swarupa. It is of the form of knowledge. It does not require another knowledge to show where it is. Anantam, Antarahitam, again Purnam, it does not have an end to it. Idrasham yat vastu tat parabrahmam tat param sarvotkarshena vartate. It is the ultimate supreme entity Brahma eva aham natu tadbinnaha asmi iti. So advaya eva ayam atma sanmatraha nityashuddhaha buddhaha satyaha muktaha niranjanaha vibhuhu ityadi shrutehe. So this is another shruti vakyam that he gives as an example, as an evidence for this shloka. So nityashuddha vimuktaikam akhandanandamadvayam satyam jnanam anantam yat param brahmaham evacha evatat. I am that Brahman. So the Samanadhikaranyam, which is you are putting both in the same plane and using the Prathama Vibhakti for both words, Aham and Brahma, and saying Asi. Now this is the format that is done here. From the next sloka, Brahma Bhavanayaha Phalam. Now he talks about the Phalam in this from the next sloka. We'll do that next class. Okay.